Welcome back to another episode of There Is Beer at Home. This is a spooky episode. We're doing some scary stuff tonight on the night of all nights, Halloween. We are doing Freigeist Haute Cologne. It's an unfiltered Kolsch. Let's check out this Kolsch from Freigeist. Oh, there we go. It's supposed to be like a straight, straw, yellowy hay kind of color, but this one's unfiltered. Pretty hazy and misty, you know what I mean? But that's kind of what I like in my beers. I like the nasty stuff. Very good. Tastes really good. With this beer, something like this. Nice little Halloween treat. An arroz imperial. Imperial rice casserole almost kind of thing. Some spooky peppers. Delicious. Imperial arroz imperial, except not with mayonnaise, because that seems like a little too much for me. Let me tell you, imperial rice usually has mayonnaise, but it's not my thing. I don't think. You know what I mean? Some rice, yellow rice. To make it yellow, you're adding a little bihol. I always heard growing up, bihol doesn't season. It's got cumin and yellow number 5. So it makes yellow tasting rice. I don't know how to. That's basically the only way I could describe it. Secret tip of the week.
I like that guy from Police Academy.
I make all the sounds, but I can only do like 3 or 4 of them.
But I do it real well.
But those 3 or 4 are like better than like his 26. You know what I mean? They're so accurate. Washing your rice. That shit's the best. Have you ever washed some rice? Yeah. Pretty therapeutic. I wish I was rich enough that I could just buy rice, put it in a pot, wash it, and throw it out of my window. Throw it out of my balcony on all the poor people. Speaking of poor people in the streets, you are going to salt this rice like you are a peasant in the Middle Ages poisoning the king. Rice is very hungry for salt. It soaks up all those little sodium molecules like a little hungry hippo, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh dude, 1 to 2, 2 to 1, ratios, math. I didn't go to school. I don't know those numbers. You're gonna start filling above the rice line, right? Rice line is here. The water continues to go up. Water line's here. When you stick your finger in that water line, boom, tip of your finger hits the rice, and the water line is gonna be like right here. Your water line is at the right height, and you're gonna cook your rice perfectly if you continue to follow my directions. My theoretical formula. Make it boil, and then it's gonna open like little circles, like little craters in your rice. It's gonna look like it's super dried out, but it's not. Craters are shooting steam up, but all that steam is getting out. You gotta cover up that rice and put it on low. Cover it up, that steam will make it all fluffy. And you bring it out later. You're gonna cut up your peppers, opening up the top, chopping it out, dropping out the seeds. You're gonna kamehameha that heart. Was that from Indiana Jones?
Kalima.
You're gonna kalima those peppers, get those seeds out of there. You're going to jack-o'-lantern your peppers, you know what I mean? You're gonna carve a jack-o'-lantern face into the side of them, and I know what you're thinking. I'm single. I live in an apartment by myself. Don't have many guests. Quarantine, so ever since quarantine started, I really don't even talk to people anymore. I'm not gonna cut a jack-o'-lantern into these peppers. You're fine, don't jack-o'-lantern the peppers. I get it, dude. You might as well not even cook all this stuff. Just throw it all in your mouth and go to bed. Maybe tonight, cut a jack-o'-lantern in a pepper for the family, for the people you love. Boil your chicken. No seasoning, no taste, no nothing. But then you're gonna chop that chicken up, that boiled chicken. Chop up all your vegetables. You're on top of the game. Before I even said it, you're gonna saute all that in a pan. Add your garlic first on a little olive oil. Your onions. Add your chicken. Sort of let the chicken brown a little bit. Add in your tomatoes. The juices from the tomatoes start to deglaze the pan just ever so slightly. And then you add in some tomato sauce. Obviously canned, because who has time to make fresh tomato sauce? Anyway, we're almost done. We've almost made it to the ending. Halloween's almost over. I'm almost 30. I don't want to think about it. Layer with rice. Put some sour cream, some cheese, meat mixture, rice again. You know what I mean? Follow the layers. Go with the pattern. Context clues. So you layer up those peppers. Cheese is melty on top. I got a low moisture mozzarella messed up there that melted kind of weird. Even though high moisture I thought was the one that was supposed to melt weird. I don't know. I have no short-term memory. Your pepper's done. Everything's kind of where it's at. You know what I mean? You and your family are happy together. You have a girl over and like she's way out of your league, and you cook rice perfectly the first time, no mistakes. She's gonna be like, too bad he's unattractive. but he sure could cook rice. We'll be going on a second date. But if I ever need to know how to cook rice, I'll call him or I'll text him. I don't want to hear his voice. I guess what I'm trying to say is yesterday, fuck that. I mean, what was that even? You know what I mean? Tomorrow, you know what I mean? We don't know about that. But today, that's a gift. That's why they call it the present. That's Kung Fu Panda. I love you. Good night. I'll see you guys next week.